crap. Well, 2 tasks in, I've given 100% effort.
Jim has done a sterling job throughout, and listen...
Well, then I'm not the person you should be bringing in if you agree that I've done a sterling job throughout, so you need to change your decision.
So on the basis of maybe Jim's dealing here, I mean, do you want me to change? Is that...
I'm asking you, you're the man, you're bringing in...
It's obvious.
Okay.
It's obvious.
Yeah, it's obvious. Okay. There's a potential... it could be down to the concept. So... Okay, on the basis of the failing of this task down to the app, I'm going to bring Glenn.
You want to bring me back? I don't think you should, because
listen, Glenn, I know.
It's done and agreed.
I know.
I don't think you should. What do you think, Jim? Do you think I should be back here?
The PM's made a decision. I highlighted who I thought who made flaws and made mistakes. He's chosen you, Glenn.
Well, I think it should be Tom who's in here, because
listen,
I think he should
but
be...
the point is, he makes the final decision. I want to get home tonight. Speak.
This is my final decision.
Right. OK, the rest of you, you've lost. You shouldn't have lost this task. Go back to the house. The other 3 of you, go and wait outside, and I'll call you back in shortly. Rather bizarre. Leon's a bit indecisive.
He fought like a lion to be a project manager, and ever since then, actually, he's been rather sort of weak-kneed.
What I find really interesting about Alex is on a task he disappears. In the boardroom he comes to life.
Yeah.
He has something to say.
But he only comes to light when he's pressed. He's not a volunteer, is he?
Glenn is a techie. He came up with the concept, he accepts it was his concept.
He fought for it. He fought for it. That's what killed him.
Could you send the 3 of them in, please?
Lord Sugar will see you now.
Well, after some pontification, we have Glenn, obviously yourself, Leon, and Alex here, yeah? The person that wrote the description of the application has gone. Jim, although you all agreed with it. What's Glenn doing here, then?
Lord Sugar, Jim raised a great point about how it was a team effort. I've seen him perform, you know, every task I've given him, and he's pulled it off. He helped Vince rescue...
Lord Sugar wants to know why I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, I brought Glenn in with me. He's got the technical ability. So when we thought of the concept, you know, I'm not saying we didn't all back it, but I thought I could leave Glenn sort of with the runnings behind that.
Well, that's the technology. I gave an idea, and everyone gave an idea. It's just my one got picked. That was your decision. You guys should have sold it better. That was the key.
Glenn, you say in your resume here that you're good at reading between the lines, foreseeing problems.
Yes.
Just read between the lines here in the sense of the big mistake on the global issue.
That was down to Leon.
Yeah,
he's the project manager.
Yeah, and perhaps...
If it's his decision whether my app gets used.
The project manager, do they have to make every decision, or can it be the fact that the team of majority rules?
But ultimately, you have the final say.
You should have the guts to stand up, and if you didn't believe in something,
like my
because now
idea,
you're saying the project is not good, the app was not good. You should have said, no, I know all you guys have said this, but I'm the project manager, and I think we should do this. After all, this is what you're supposedly experiencing.
So Leon, there's no smoke without fire. Great cliche, but just tell me why I shouldn't fire you.
I've come to you with the experience that I've built something from nothing, no investment.
I need to show you. Task 2, you know, this is a long process. Give these guys a couple of tasks, they'll be gone, you know.
I'm rubbish, that's absolute rubbish. You've had your chance. I'll tell you what I'm guilty of, is not showing and demonstrating truly what I can do.
That is absolutely right.
Yeah, it is absolutely right.
That could be
across the board.
And that can be, you know, your downfall, young man. Because,
it could be. It
you
could
know,
be.
because people come here thinking if they can just hide in the bushes.
Oh, Lord Sugar, if you and I were to go into business, there'd be no bush to hide in. I want to be on the front line.
I can promise you that. You wouldn't be sitting in a blooming van slicing bread with me. I can assure you.
I wasn't just slicing bread, but you have had a chance as PM to demonstrate, and you failed, and you've got your own business.
I've demonstrated. I put my neck on the line.
OK, you put your neck on the line, fine, but you failed and you've got your own business.
We're looking at this as a 12-week process. I guarantee you're not going to make it to the final.
Who should be fired then?
Alex.
You've barely worked with me. You're going on hearsay.
If you
And
don't
Alex,
fire Alex,
who do you think should be going here?
You put me as project manager next time, you fire him now because he's failed. I'm a valid candidate to be here. Leon is not.
Based on
Based on you failed in a
Because I
task that
took the risk
supposedly
to become
exploited
project
your
manager.
expertise. No, based on the fact you make bad decisions.
No.
OK, look, Leon, it seems to me that you have delegated to people and not asserted any authority. Alex, you're a good talker. You are certainly a good talker. But, you know, I'm not thinking of starting a business writing speeches. And Glenn, you're a bit of a technical man, looking at your CV here, and it's a very rare animal to find a technical person that actually is a good businessman also. And I'm not sure whether you're that man. However, I think, Leon, you've had 2 weeks in this boardroom already, and 2 weeks you've been in the last 3. But what has saved you, Leon, here, for the second time, is that you've got a business and you've done it, and you've achieved something. Alex, you have got this reputation already in this first couple of weeks that you don't do anything. This is not a job, you see, this is going into partnership. And the thing that is worrying me is that if you get lost and think I'm going to sit back and do all the work and all that stuff, you can forget it. This ain't going to happen. Alex, you're fired. Thank you. Leon, I will be very, very angry if I come across you again, because if I do, there won't be a third chance, OK?
Thank you very much.
Back to the house.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord Sugar. Best of luck. Best of luck.
It was up to him. He could have put himself forward a little bit more. He could have come to the forefront a little bit more. He didn't.
He had 2 weeks to shine, and he spent 2 weeks in the shadows.
I am disappointed. I think you have to say Leon should have gone. A weakness in character there inherently meant he couldn't even make his mind up who should go back into the boardroom. But you take a situation, you learn from it, and you move on in life, and that is exactly what I'm going to do.
Hello, what's up? Whoa. Who is it?
Easy. 2 bullets, dot. Pretty brutal.
I said, Alex, you're sitting on a fence. You've been here for 2 weeks. You ain't made a noise yet, mate.
I initially had Jim up in the firing line.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
I had to quickly switch tactics, so I brought Glenn in.
You suddenly changed your mind. I'm like, you big wig. You were a chicken. You bottled it, mate. I'm telling you that for free. It's amazing.
In the fight for Lord Sugar's £250,000 investment, 14 candidates remain. Next time, a top-class customer.
I've got a list that you've got to go out and buy for them.
10 items needed.
It's actually for a very, very important client.
How would that make a difference to me?
What are you having problems with, mate?
We're literally having problems with everything.
At rock-bottom prices.
If you can get it cheaper, may I suggest you try somewhere else?
And he wouldn't even take a penny off.
It's checkout time for someone.
If I can see something going wrong with the ship sinking, I bloody jump in myself. You're fired.
You can see the contestants take on that task next Wednesday night here on BBC One. Now over on BBC Two, Dara O'Brien spending some quality time with Alex in the...
Joins Rob Brydon and the panel to tell a fib or two.